Alright, you ready, Dan? Are you still looking at porn?
Shit, I'm ready.
So you feel like you're
speaking of porn, I'm going to start this podcast off on a high note. So...
Oh, wait, before you... Remember the story? Hi, everyone. Happy Halloween.
Hi, welcome to Animal Crossing's New Horizons podcast.
Alright, you can go now, Dylan.
Yeah, so, like... I guess technically about 4 days... Just under 4 days from now, or before now... I had decided to quit jacking off. I lasted 3 days.
I usually go a week if I stop. I don't quit. I just like to take a break from it.
Right.
Because I get so unproductive. If I start getting into like what I call a roller coaster masturbation where I'll just masturbate more and more and more and more and more and more and it stacks up.
Totally, yeah. I was at a point where I was like...
And it ruins the orgasm a little too, I find.
Yeah.
It gets like softer and shittier the more you come.
Yeah.
You need to let them recharge the pee in the balls.
The reason I wanted...
I do it twice a day. Every day. When I wake up and when I go to bed.
Wow.
Anyways, Dylan, finish your story.
So, I'm talking to this girl right now. And I was so horny on Maine. This girl lives in a different city.
Uh-huh.
She might not be moving here for quite a while.
Uh-huh.
So I was so horny on Maine. And then I saw on Tinder that the girl I lost my virginity to in high school liked me on Tinder.
Uh-huh.
So I'm like, oh shit. So I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm going to see if this girl wants to bang. So I messaged her. I'm like, hey, fancy seeing you here. And then she took too long to respond, so I fucking beat off. And then I was like, wow, what the fuck is wrong with me? Like, I was just thinking about it, I'm like, how shitty of a person do I have to be to message the girl that I had a relationship for a week and we had sex. When did I graduate?
That doesn't matter.
5 years later. Actually, no, it was 6 years. And then ask her to bang. And I was like...
You asked her to bang?
Not yet, but I was going to.
I was like, that's a bit forward.
No.
What are you, Jackie Chan?
And I was like, yeah, that's really scummy of me. So I just unmatched. And
I would have unmatched. I don't know. Just because, like, you're both different people. It doesn't hurt to talk to each other.
Yeah, but I don't want to be in a relationship with that girl.
That you don't have to be. Sometimes you can just be friends with people. Just because you met on Tinder doesn't mean you have to make a relationship out of it.
That's true, I guess.
Most of Dayton's best friend. Me and Dayton met on Grindr.
Right.
Because I go on Grindr to meet people. So does Dayton. Not for sex reasons.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, and then I saw this post on Instagram that was like, yo, I quit jacking off like a month ago. And like, today I just went to the coffee shop that I always go to every day. And the barista like put her number on my coffee. And I think it's all because, I stopped jacking off and I'm way more confident. And I was like, you know what? Yeah, I'm going to do that. So I lasted 3 days. And last night, I was so fucking just goddamn horny that I was like ravenous on Tinder. I'm like, swipe. I'm like, I need to fucking like, hello, horny police, fucking come pick me up.
Come walk me.
Take me to horny jail.
I'm like fucking nicking out hardcore. I'm like, there's something.
I don't get like that.
And
Yeah,
then, okay, I'm being dramatic. But,
No, you're not.
and then I was just like trying to occupy my mind. I'm like looking at memes, and then I see one pair of tits. I'm like, fuck it. So I beat off.
You beat off a little girl? You beat up a little girl? And she kept saying, Gojira.
The longest I've done it in...
Look at this fucking idiot
that
walking
I
through a barbed wire
remember
fence.
was when I went to Kurt's family's for 2 weeks. And I didn't do it for 2 weeks.
Really?
And when I got home,
You didn't even do it in the shower?
No, I hate masturbating in the shower.
I've masturbated in the shower twice.
I hate it. It's awful.
Sure, it's not.
And I don't know.
Granted,
I don't even mean
the orgasms are amazing.
No, I don't
But-
think they're good at all. Because
Really?
Yeah,
I
they're
feel
not
like
great.
I feel like the
How long?
orgasms are the worst orgasms in
They
a
just
shower.
take too much time to produce.
Yeah, you
No.
don't have enough stimulus, so you're just like racking your brain for sexy shit you've been
That
to.
I have
One
no
time
problem
I put
with.
my
But
iPad in a Ziploc bag and took it with me because I wanted to
Oh
try it
yeah,
out.
I went to my uncle's for a month when I was like 17.
and I fucked him.
No, their shower, it was like a bathtub shower, and they had like kind of like a white siding, but at the very top in the corner there was kind of a lip.
Hey, someone's
So I
camping.
put my phone up there, and I laid down in the bathtub, and it's way far away, and I'm just like, oh yeah, that's the stuff.
Yeah, like a little eyeglass. Yeah.
No. My little monocle.
Yeah, I've never had a problem with imagination. Like I prefer to not have to use my imagination.
Sure, I mean, before I had a fucking phone, I got a phone when I was like 15.
Oh, I didn't get a
So
phone until
that's
like 21. but-
4 years of jacking off with my imagination.
When I was a teenager, I made horny Dylan look like nothing. I would masturbate to almost anything. I'm trying to think of like the weirdest stuff. I drew a picture myself of boobs and I masturbated to that, and then I found out Tifa existed on the internet. So I think Dallas even has stories where I used to watch porn at his house all the time and stuff because
Yep.
I needed to masturbate to something and I didn't have any internet and stuff, and like once I found out like there's Tifa Lockhart porn on the internet, I was like, huh.
Game changer.
Well, like
I did that too.
you masturbated at Dallas's to Tifa Lockhart porn.
No, I drew my own.
You don't even know Tifa Lockhart.
I tried to draw my own.
Yeah, it's not very good. I actually only tried it like once or twice.
I'm gonna be honest. I think I drew them and I hid them under my bed, and I'm pretty sure I didn't throw them out when I moved out.
Wow.
And I'm pretty sure my mom found those.
And blamed him on Bud.
No, she
Bud?
never said anything. which-
Well, yeah, who's gonna bring that up?
Yeah,
Did
true.
you like if your mom
What, did
caught
you come on it?
I just feel bad for my mom. No.
Okay, then it's just a picture of boobs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A shittily drawn picture.
Well, and
Yeah.
also, she probably, if you hit him in your room, she wouldn't suspect it's you. No one would
What?
ever. That is nobody ever. If I ever did anything bad, I hid it in my brother's room. That way, at most they would blame Justin, and they would never expect me. You never
Hmm.
hide stuff in your own fucking room. That's the dumbest shit.
What? Yeah, I hid shit in my room all the fucking time.
That's because you're stupid, clearly.
No, because
Why would I hide shit in my brother's room? He doesn't let me in there.
Yeah.
Okay, who cares? My brother doesn't let me in his room either. He's not there all the time.
All right, well, my brother was there all the time.
Yeah.
So,
All right, well
I
then
hid
hide it
sh-
in your dad's room.
I hid shit in my room all the time.
Never
well,
hide.
my
so-
dad had
But that's because
porn.
my parents didn't check my fucking room.
Yeah, well, my parents checked rooms because my
The
brother
problem
was a
is-
drug addict.
I hid them in my room, moved out, left my bed there, and then forgot to throw them away.
Fair.
My stepdad had 2 porn collections. And I say collection, but it's like a, a thing full of DVDs.
Yeah.
Like a,
Oh, my dad
I
had
don't
a-
remember what it was. It was like Ass something Blasters, and it was like a 4-disc fucking collection. And I would just put it on the downstairs DVD player and the jack off in the living room when nobody was home, obviously. But sometimes I would like fucking... Oh, one time I forgot that it was in the DVD player, and my brother wanted to watch a movie. And I'm like, oh, I'll put it in for you. And then I had to like grab the Harry Potter thing and like quickly switch them out and then fucking hide it under the...
My
TV
parents had
stand.
weird porn, but I loved it. I think it's probably why I like weird porn. Because I found their porn on accident. I was looking for Christmas presents. As a kid would
yeah,
do.
oh yeah, I think I was doing this.
And then I found like 3 tapes of porn. I can't remember what one of them was, but one was Jenna Jameson, where she transforms into a satyr?
Seder?
Yeah, she was like in this mansion of satyrs, and they slowly transformed her into a satyr, and they had weird satyr sex. There was like, and what was that called? But it was like the beginning. Like I didn't like the satyr
disgusting.
scenes. Like
Where?
I never actually liked the satyr scenes, but the beginning, like where they're like slowly corrupting her to make her like this horny bimbo, was like super hot, and I think that's where my fascination with bimbofication even came into a thing. And the second thing was about ghosts, where the ghosts would like just like have sex with women. It was weird too, and I don't remember the third one. The third one was like a love potion one.
Huh.
And they were weird. Like the Jenna Jameson one was fairly new for the time. It was probably like 90s, maybe 2000s.
Right.
But the other ones were like, I think the same time era, but they looked like they were filmed with like one of those like it had such weird fucking thing. Granted, my memory could just, and I've tried to like the Jenna Jameson one I think I found before because it's actually not too hard to find because it's Jenna Jameson. but I didn't know anything about the other ones, so I cannot find them ever. I think I found the one once, and I have no idea how I found it. I think I just searched in like olden day ghost porn or something. But yeah, that was our.
There was this one time I was staying at Tommy's house when he lived in Rimby, which is like fucking a shitty small town near Red Deer.
Yeah.
And I was staying there for 2 weeks, and one night my auntie.
That bear's funny.
My auntie was watching this.
I was laughing at the fact that we've been 10 minutes now of just straight masturbation.
I said Happy Halloween, jackass, because this is a Halloween podcast.
Anyways, so my auntie was watching TV, and then on the channel she was watching came on this movie. I don't know what it's called. All I know is that it was porn, but it wasn't like a regular porno. It was
like softcore.
No, it was like a comedy porn. So like there was an actual porn star. I don't remember her first name, but her last name is Morgan. And it was just like a comedy movie on her making weird pornos, and one was like where she did like this Star Trek one, and she's like jerking off some alien dude.
It's not jerking
and
off
then,
if you're giving if it's someone else. Jerking off means masturbation, so just.
So was it a porno or was it a movie about pornos?
I don't know.
I think it's a porno comedy about making porno.
Right. But like he came like green and it was fucking weird, and there was this other scene where she's in like a kangaroo costume and she gets fucked by some other dude in a kangaroo costume, and it was hilarious. And me and Tommy were just sitting there watching it with her, and she was like, "This isn't appropriate. You guys should go to your room." Like, oh no, well, we want to watch it. We want to see big old titties.
I remember one time, I won't say who it was. It's not anybody you know, but I still won't say who they were.
Okay.
But we were at Isaac's drinking, and no, it wasn't Isaac. And Isaac wasn't
who
there.
Who were you there with, and who wasn't
two other guys and me and Zach. And somehow me and Zach were talking about this porn he had, and we are like, oh, okay, let's just pop it in. And then Zach's like, okay, you guys can watch it. I'm going to go to bed. So Zach went to bed, and I was like passing out on the couch, and the other two guys I was with was like, oh, this is hot, and they just hear zip, and they start masturbating. I'm like, yeah, I'm not comfortable with this, and I just left. I like stumbled home drunk. I was like, I don't care if I get caught. I'm not hanging out with two guys jacking off.
Yeah. Wow.
Oof. I mean, I think I watched a porno with my friend once, but never would I ever jack off.
No,
with
absolutely
another
not.
dude.
I've heard like stories of other people like actually like circle jerking, like, hey, let's all watch porn in the same room together and jack off. But like that's just so fucking bizarre to me.
Yeah, it's not even like a gay thing, like, or like that.
No,
it's just
sure,
weird.
I'm sure they don't think it's gay.
Well, and even if it's, I don't think it is either. I just think it's weird. Like, I want to masturbate with, like, say you guys were two girls.
I don't think I could get it up.
Oh, that's not a problem for me. But
I just mean like
I might get
anxiety,
stage fright.
I don't get stage fright. I always think I will, and then I never fucking do.
I guess in the heat of passion, we all make mistakes.
Jimbo.
Pretty much, my dick likes to be
You
seen.
should harvest your money trees.
I should probably play the game in general. What the fuck was I gonna say? But like, even if you guys were two girls, I'd rather just have sex with the girls. Like, I wouldn't want to masturbate around two girls either. That's weird to me too. Let's just have sex.
Yeah, that does seem weird to me.
Did you guys ever watch Misfits?
Yes.
No.
Oh.
Wait, the superhero comedy slash.
Yeah, and the black chick, like one of the
Her powers are making you horny when she touches you.
Oh yeah, that's what it is. It's so it's a TV show.
Yeah, I know what it is.
Oh,
I know
okay.
what it's about.
So the one chick's power is to make you like super horny and not in control of yourself when she touches you.
And
So
so they
instead of-
masturbate to each other.
Yeah, so instead of having sex, her and her boyfriend just masturbate to each other.
Because she doesn't want them to, like... Because they get aggressive when they...
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's like rapey almost.
Right.
Extremely rapey, actually.
Yeah. It's weird. It's like... Well, and then... Because everyone else got, like, good superpowers, I think. Except maybe...
Doesn't one turn into, like, a gerbil or something?
No.
That's Sky High.
But after they all
Good movie.
get different powers, and it's stupid. after the one guy leaves, the
Oh yeah, once
Regenerator
the
guy.
main character one of the main characters leaves, the whole show goes downhill.
except for the one guy who has the time power, and he's the guy who plays Ramsay in Game of Thrones. Actually,
Oh.
yeah, he's actually a
And
pretty
it
cool
has,
character.
what's his name from Umbrella?
Yeah,
Academy?
the one guy from Umbrella Academy. He's the
the
coolest
crazy
character.
guy who can see dead people.
Yeah, he's
What?
yeah,
Yeah.
he's the best character.
It's a
too.
really good show, Misfits.
No way.
He has regeneration.
It's like the first season or two that they're in it.
I think he's just first season. It ends after. Well, it doesn't end after season 1, but then they get new powers and super.
I
Like
fucking love him.
the one girl's like, I'm a rocket scientist now. And it's like, okay, you just say you have super intelligence. If you had super intelligence, you want to go around saying you're a fucking rocket scientist. Like that's what her superpower is to her. Is she's a rocket scientist. And like
They had a really cool storyline going, and then they just messed it up. I think they tried to end it too quickly or something. Where the one guy had like, I don't even remember what his fucking power was.
which guy?
The Ramses.
Wasn't it time?
Maybe, but he ended up traveling in time, and he appeared to.
No, the black guy is his time.
I don't know.
Yeah, no, it's totally. I can't remember what Ramsey's power is.
But he ends up. So.
Well, Dylan probably might want to watch it now.
Do you care about spoilers?
This is a big one.
If it's bad, spoilers, no.
No, it's a
Bad
big
spoilers?
Like,
If it's bad, spoilers.
What does that mean?
Like if it's past or it's good.
no, it's not.
Eh,
This is like the end
it's
of where it
it's a
gets.
good reveal.
Okay.
I would just leave it.
I'd recommend watching it.
Also, Dane doesn't fully remember.
I remember some of it enough to spoil it.
Anyways, Poncho's sitting there looking real good with his margarita in a jar.
But anyway, you know what I mean, right?
Kind of. I don't remember powers even right now, so it's kind of hard for me to say.
So whatever I do this week.
We beat Visage, kind
Yeah.
of. Are you gonna stream it on Halloween? The first episode?
No.
You get too scared, probably. Eh? I got actually really startled in this one scene.
Stream the first episode?
No, so it's a weird game, and so there's these keys and pictures and stuff you grab, and it unlocks an episode.
Mm.
And we did the second episode first because,
I don't know why anyone would go to that bedroom first.
well, if
It's right there.
Well,
the
and-
little key hook.
yeah, well, and especially because it's the first, like, because the mind process might be, well, to be fair, they put it in after, and they're not meant to be done in any particular order either.
Yes.
But I think the mindset was they made the other one first and they put it upstairs. That's where it was. But the second thing is,
Okay, I guess.
maybe they were like, oh, somebody will explore the stairs before they grab the keys. And it's like, no, because it's lit up. The radio is on, so everything guides you to go over to that
Yeah,
area.
Absolutely.
Like, we didn't even go upstairs for a while,
Like,
even.
it's not that big of a deal, but make that one chapter 1. It's right fucking there.
Well, it was because it came out second. That's why it's
I guess.
because it's not even called chapter 2, to be fair. It's called Dolores' chapter.
Oh, you're
as you
right.
remember, you looked into.
Yeah.
Davy's the one that told us, because we didn't know it was chapter 2.
Yeah.
We didn't know until Davy's like, oh, you guys beat chapter 1 already. I'm like, I guess. We didn't know like how we've never played the game before, but it's not a complete game, so we only actually beat one chapter
Yeah.
for the thing. Because when we got the game, we thought it was all out, but it's not. Like there's an episode there's at least one episode missed. Oh, but it was a neat game.
Yeah.
The monster also not scary, unfortunately,
No.
except for that one scene. But that's just more of a.
Oh, yeah, and it was just right.
She's like creeping around the corner, and I didn't see it at first. I seen it, and it shook me because that's why I always shut my doors. Because if I don't shut a door, I will see someone doing that.
Mm-hmm.
My mind will make me see someone doing it.
Weird. I always shut my door because
I'll watch.
I'll
it.
never see anything, and I know that. But in my head, someone's gonna walk through that fucking door.
Well,
Absolutely.
that's why I'll see something.
I don't know why
It's
I've been
'cause
playing so many scary games lately, but like when I get
Name
home
3.
and I lie in bed in that acreage, I usually like lay on the edge of the bed near the wall, and then there's a little bit of space, and then that's where I plug in my phone and everything.
Yeah.
But I always face towards the wall, just because that's how I sleep, and I'm always like laying there, and I'm like, someone's gonna fucking like do this shit to me, where they like grab my side like as if we were cuddling, and I'm like, I'm not gonna be okay with that.
What was that? What were these scary games you played? You said I keep playing scary games.
Phasmophobia. I guess technically, I was watching Haunting on Hill House and playing Phasmophobia.
Did you watch Bly Manor?
Yeah,
Did you like it?
I liked it.
Do you like it better than Hill House or no?
No,
I like it better than Hill House, but that's more because it's a tragic romance story. Now that we've
Yeah.
all seen it, so we can talk about
Yeah.
it. Because it's good that you all finished it, so we can all talk about it. We also watched Train to Busan, but we'll get to that later. Hey, so we have Bly Manor and Haunting of Hill House spoilers coming up. So if you guys haven't seen it and you guys don't want to get those spoilers, I would stop watching here, go watch them because they're great, and then come back to the podcast. But Haunting of Bly Manor, hey, I like the lady in the lake is way cooler than any of the ghosts in Bly
Well, yeah,
Manor.
Because
or
that
Hill
wasn't the
House.
main enemy.
Lady
Yeah,
of the
it was.
Lake? Yeah,
No,
totally.
but, no. I mean the ghosts in the first one.
There was not really a main ghost.
No.
The house was.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I would say the house isn't even really the enemy, because like, well, the whole time you think the bent neck lady is the enemy.
Well, not the whole time. It's like till episodes 4 or 5.
What?
And see the
No,
I
reveal.
think it's like 6 or 7.
Because it's not the last episode.
It's
No,
near
it's
the
not.
end.
It's
at
2 or
least
3
like
episodes
7
away.
or 8.
There's
There's 10.
It is
episodes.
pretty
Yeah,
close
I
to the
know.
end. You're right. I know, but it's
yeah.
not.
Anyways, it's the most threatening looking.
Oh yeah, 100%.
So up
What?
until
No, I was way more scared by that fucking.
oh,
the tall
true.
guy?
Okay,
That guy was
yeah.
fucking creepy.
He didn't do anything overtly aggressive.
No, but I always thought
but
he was
that-
going to.
the scene with Luke, where he's like walking through the city and the guy is just constantly
Yeah.
behind him. Like I was
That
like,
shit's terrifying.
fuck! I got goosebumps thinking about it right now.
Also,
I also.
Sorry.
You go. You start talking first.
I just feel like Hill House was. I feel like it was a better story and better connected story, where, like, the whole time I was trying to figure out like what the actual enemy was. Was it the mom who got like corrupted by the house, or another ghost, or was it like the actual ghosts that were just fucking with the mom, and then turned out to be the actual house? And I was like, whoa!
Well,
In
it
Bly
was-
Manor, everything
It was
just kind of.
Poppy. Poppy killed her.
Yeah, the one ghost, the crazy girl.
Yeah.
I was like, isn't there like a Harley Quinn-esque girl that was like insane?
Yeah, it was.
And that was
Poppy.
the reason the house was bad.
Yeah.
It wasn't the house was bad. That girl was insane.
No.
Yeah.
The house was keeping them there and like
Yeah.
Yes, the house.
feeding off them.
Yes, true. The house was doing.
The ending proved that that's not necessarily a bad thing, because the family was still able to see their daughter, and then they were able to die there and stay together forever. So the house is just a phenomenon.
Yeah,
It in its own is
but
not evil.
Poppy was actually a bad person.
yeah,
who was evil.
she was
She
psychotic.
wasn't. She was.
Yeah,
she
maybe
was
not evil.
crazy,
Evil's
but-
not the right word,
But she
but
wasn't.
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was crazy.
Either way,
and she
I
killed the mom.
I feel like Bly Manor was too jumpy.
Really, I disagree.
Like I
that
hated the fact that I kept going
Oh,
back
jumpy.
and forth.
says
with,
the
like,
man who loves
Sorry.
time travel.
Sorry,
I do.
sorry.
But that wasn't time travel. That was just flashbacks over.
no,
and
no,
over.
no. So that's the thing.
It was-
It's never
It
jumping.
was dream.
They
hopping.
they were always going into their dream
No,
hopping. There was never
I know.
flashbacks, except for the one
Okay,
scene where they go back for
Dallas had the same argument, which is fair, but it's still a flashback.
It's funny
Just
because we
because-
watched Jacob's Ladder, and it's exactly like Jacob's Ladder. The whole story is happening in one continuing timeline. Remember how Jacob's Ladder, the whole story is happening all at once, but you feel like you're constantly seeing flashbacks, but he's actually just on the drug and warping in between reality and the visions of the drug.
I thought it.
What?
In Jacob's Ladder. Remember
My-
we watched it? We watched Jacob's Ladder, right?
Yeah, we did.
And remember, he was on a drug the whole time. He never was back at New York. He was still in Vietnam the whole movie. And the whole movie is him dying in Vietnam, but you think that he's lived his life and he survived Vietnam, but is having flashbacks about it, but it is actually just living in Vietnam the whole time and is on the drug and waking up out
There
of
are
the
no
drug.
flashbacks.
No, that's... So, remember in the movie he'll go to sleep, and then all of a sudden he's in Vietnam hiding and stuff?
Oh, right.
And you think it's a flashback, but it's actually the movie just in one. That's what Bly Manor
Oh,
was.
I
in
didn't
my
make that connection. I thought it was just that when he dies, like the split second he dies in that tent, then that's where the movie starts. And it
No,
just
no.
goes.
The movie was one continuous timeline. He was just not dying, and then
Right.
eventually he died, and that's why he was with his son.
Okay, I guess that makes more sense.
Mhm.
I just didn't understand it then.
It is kind of hard to
Just-
follow.
I didn't like seeing the same scenes over and over. When
Yes,
they
that's-
were like, "Oh, I'm in another memory."
I
Yep.
I
Okay.
I didn't like it with the little girl, but in the episode with the maid, where the guy's trying to tell her she's dead the whole time, that was actually a really like.
It was cool. Except
I also
at
liked
the
it.
time, sorry,
Uh,
I thought I thought that she was gonna be like, I I didn't think that everyone was going to be doing that. I thought it was just going to be her, and she was actually living on like a weird, fucked up timeline where she would like live a moment and then go to live in a different moment, and like that's what I thought was happening, which I kind of thought was cool.
I liked Bly Manor better too, but I did like Hill House's unique storytelling of you get to see the people after the bad thing happened.
Each person's
Yeah.
perspective.
I
did like
and I'm not saying Hill House is bad by no means. I
know.
I'm a big fan of there's like what 1-2 jump scares maybe in Bly Manor, which I loved because I don't like jump scares. They feel cheap. Where Hill House had at least one every episode.
Well, I think Hill House in general was scarier.
Oh, 100%. The
story was amazing.
Bly Manor, the only scene that made me jump was, and it's not the scene you think. It's not the scene where the drowning lady grabs the one guy. That was actually just badass and cool. Also, the drowning lady was badass. Or the lady in the lake, whatever. I loved her. She was such a cool character. I loved her design. She's just, like, even the scenes where in the flashback, it's like, she briefly noticed her own exorcism, and she's just grabbing the priest.
I just feel like they...
Well, let me finish this thought quick,
okay.
sorry. But the scene that made me jump the first time, it was with the black maid lady, whatever, housekeeper. I can't remember her name. Where the guy yells at her, and then it's the boy, where she does the 2 jumps between them, where she's interviewing the one guy she likes, the chef.
Rahul Kohli.
She's interviewing him, and then all of a sudden he just starts yelling, and then it's the kid. That's the only scene that made me jump in the entire show.
Oh, really? I jumped a couple times.
That was a little wild.
All right, sorry, you can finish your thought now.
Oh, I just felt like there was cool things that they didn't do anything with. They kind of just brushed off. Like when she's in the attic and you see the thing behind her, like
That's the sister.
yeah, getting up, and then she's like, "Shh." I thought that was so fucking cool.
Yeah,
and then they were like,
awesome.
they were like, "Oh, that's just a sister, and she's forgotten. She's useless."
Yeah, that's why she shut the fuck up when she got shushed.
She died there. And
I know,
forgot.
but I just feel like they didn't capitalize on that, which I thought was super fucking cool.
What do you mean?
I don't know.
Like, on her telling the sister to shut up? Like,
No,
or
Like the
fact
girl
that she
being
was
kind of a
there.
badass.
I just felt they kind of brushed, the fact that she was there off. Like, they were like,
Well, all of the ghosts are supposed to be nobodies.
I know, but
Well, not nobodies.
to me it felt like they just brushed it off. I don't know.
I think it's a way of saying that even if you're somehow lived through death, you will eventually be eroded in some way. You can't die, but your spirit goes on, but you will not know what your purpose is. And like the whole thing with the lady in the lake is that she,
I feel like it could have been
even though she didn't remember who she
reveal.
was, she remembered that she had to do these things, and that's what created the gravity and locked everyone in.
I just feel like it didn't have as good of a reveal.
Yeah,
as,
it definitely didn't. The
Hill
biggest
House
reveal in
which
that
is my favorite thing from any type of
Yes,
horror.
no,
or
I
thriller.
agree. Horror movies with a good twist are really
All
good.
right. Because, like, finding out that the one girl was the Bent Neck lady the whole time, just back in time.
Well, that wasn't the thing that was crazy. The crazy thing in Hill House to me was that the room.
The room?
Yeah, and
I figured out the room really early.
Really, I didn't figure. I figured out the Bent Neck lady
What do you mean
earlier.
the room?
Like,
The red
room
room.
that
Yeah, but what do you mean you figured it out? Like that was...
the room was different for everybody.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I had no fucking clue. When it showed the scene of them knocking on the door and then the chick in the dance room hearing it, in my mind, it was the house was just... The house wasn't actually... Or nothing in the house was actually trying to, like, kill them or anything. It was just the house itself moving things around in the house to make it seem like to make them scared.
Yeah, I could see how you could think that. I just...
Which I also thought was really fucking cool, and then they were like, nah.
Yeah, by the third person's room, I was like, those are all the same room. I bet it's the one at the top of the stairs. And then Natasha was like, you got it.
Which is weird.
I never
'cause-
tell people things. But it's pretty obvious if you don't tell people things because
Right.
it's like no. Or if you just stay quiet, people just assume too.
Which I thought was a little weird, because
Not that I'm...
how would they not realize that they're going in that room? Especially the two sisters who wanted to get in that room so bad.
It erased their memory.
Yeah, just like how the girls don't remember.
Yeah. It erased their memory?
Yeah, but they would remember... So I just erased the slight memory of them going in the room?
Yeah.
That's literally all it was they don't know where in the house that room is. They just know that it exists. So if they want to be in the room, they will be.
Yeah. Now let's take off those pants, young man.
Yeah, I don't know. Loved them both. I really hope they just continue making more.
Yeah. Well, this one didn't. A lot of people were really mad that because Bly Manor wasn't as scary, but it's like. Well, there's like a mix. Some people say it's really scary too, but it's like it's not. I don't think it's ever meant. Like the girl says, that's not really a ghost story. It's more of a love story, and like.
Yeah.
It's like, well, it could be both. I don't know.
I also, from the very beginning, called the fact that she was one of the characters.
I figured there was some. I either thought that
I forgot.
I either thought that was gonna. There was two things I thought. It was like they're either the characters or they're gonna go to Bly Manor after and check it out. Like she's like, I know where it is, which I thought would have also been a really cool thing to do. But I liked how it ended.
I literally completely forgot, and then like because she's always narrating, I acknowledged that it was her telling the story, but it just did not even cross my mind that she could be the fucking gardener. And then when I found out, like just before, I'm like, she's the fucking gardener.
Yeah, like.
And then at the very end, and you see the hand on her shoulder, I'm like,
oh. The floor bed I didn't expect.
Floor bed.
Yeah.
When she's clearly the girl getting married is Flora.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they're all there.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
I expected that once the guy said that they had no memory of the manor.
Yeah.
That's when I was like, oh, yeah. Because I already knew by that point that that was
I didn't
them.
expect that. I just assumed it was some, like, I assumed the girl telling the story was one of the characters, but I just thought the other people were just fucking randoms.
Right.
No, I was pretty, because I was like, there was things that were making me pretty clear about it too, because like the chef was an Indian guy. There was an Indian guy at the wedding party. And there was
I
like
didn't pay attention to the.
No, me neither. I literally did not know
even the
until
chef,
they morphed them into their younger versions.
the chef guy was like, when she first started telling the story, he's like, you shouldn't tell that story, because he knew it was about the manor and he was probably scared that it would relapse the kids or something.
Oh, because she did say that she talked to him about it.
Yeah. But yeah, I also like it just had so many clever lines too, like the what if we went there now, would we see her? It's like, well, if you tried to find a place called Bly Manor, you would see that it doesn't exist, but if you happen to find the manor I'm talking about, I'm pretty sure everyone would be signed, but you might see her taking a stroll and stuff. I'm like, oh, that's cool. Like that's like a real, like, if you told a ghost story to people, that's what you would say to somebody.
Right.
Like, it's a good way to tell a real ghost story. So remember that when you go camping dating. Be like, now remember, if you see my pee-pee, give it a suckle. Maybe a kiss.
Only ladies.
And then Dylan winks at you. You're like, all right, Dylan, come on. Come on. I was winking at someone else. Sorry. There's a girl right behind you, Dane. Oh, I see.
I don't know. I'm huge into reveals. Like
yeah, no,
twists and
I
shit.
agree. Twists are good.
And I feel like Bly Manor didn't
didn't
have the as good of a twist.
No,
as
100%.
Hill House.
I definitely agree with that. I just like tragic romance. It's one of my favorite storytelling.
Yeah, I'm not huge into romance stories.
Tragic. It has to be tragic.
I'm not huge
Did I
into
say
tragic
romance?
Romance stories.
Yeah. How
I
about
like romance in my stories. I don't like romance to be.
to a degree. Sometimes I find romance, especially in modern day
I don't think
writing.
the romance was heavy-handed at all.
No, I'm
No,
not
no,
saying
no.
that, but it's still a tragic romance story. It's a story about tragic romance at the end of the day. I don't think it's a heavy-handed story about romance. Also, the one guy was cool with the fucking Harry Potter looking ass motherfucker, like, hit by the car when she told him he was gay. He was in like the first 3 episodes.
Oh.
She always seen him in the mirrors.
Yeah, that was
Oh.
fucked. He was the creepiest part about
Oh yeah,
it,
yeah, 100%.
though, easily.
Yeah.
Well, it's because he
I
kept seeing
also
him in the mirrors,
feel like
which is a
They
like
brushed that off.
they didn't brush it off. It's just
They're like,
it was a mental thing and not a ghost.
oh, he's dead. Okay. He was my dead ex-husband.
Because that
ex-fiance.
wasn't a ghost thing. That was literally a
Yeah,
mental
but it could have
hurdle.
Yeah, but that would make
And
sense.
it just
Yeah, that would
disappeared.
literally.
There was no scene of her being like, all right. I guess there was.
Yeah,
There
there's a whole
absolutely
episode about
was,
it. There's a whole episode about her doing
Where
mental
she
hurdles.
just deals with it.
Can you stop playing with that, or before I smack your dick hole?
You're right. I forgot about that scene. where
But
she's, like,
but he
in-
was creepy because that whole idea of looking in a mirror and seeing someone else
Yeah.
is actually fucking frightening.
Absolutely.
That's why I feel like horror games need to take more mirror stuff in
I
because
agree.
like that's just creepy, honestly.
I really like the part where.
Yeah.
I really like the part where she's talking to the black chick in her bedroom, Flora, and then she opens the door and the black chick's actually still there. That I thought was pretty scary.
What?
I think I remember it, but I don't remember it either.
Like the scene where she's in a memory and then she wakes up and she's like, "You gotta stop doing this to me. I don't like being in memories." And she's like, and then she's talking to the black chick, the dead black chick.
Okay, there's two of them. So
Yeah, which one?
Okay.
Because there's
You're
the
right.
keeper.
there's
Sorry.
Rebecca and there's Hannah.
Which to be fair,
Rebecca.
Dane's doing what I did. I said the black keeper, the black housekeeper.
Yeah.
But that's just mostly because, yeah.
But yeah, I expected I expected when she opened the door, she'd just be talking to herself. But then she was actually there, and I thought that was like actually. I jumped a little bit.
I like them
I
both.
vaguely-
I hope they keep making more at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I hope
Um,
Victoria Pedretti.
They just showed a trailer for
Who's that?
the main
for-
character of this one.
that one game.
She's hella cute.
For the game series, the horror game series. What the fuck? The guys who made I always forget what it's called. Until Dawn. And then
Yeah.
they made that shittier one, Man of Medan, that no one
Yeah.
liked. The next one got announced, whichever was the one everyone was excited about. It's supposed to be like more like Silent Hill, for Cthulhu like
Huh.
thing. That one looks pretty good. Well, the other one looked good. It just wasn't good.
Yeah.
So hopefully they learned their mistakes from Man of Medan. And
Is Has Detroit Become Human by the same person that made
no, people think that because it's. Oh wait, sorry. Finish your.
Heavy Rainin?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait. Detroit Become Human is Heavy Rain,
Yeah.
Detroit Become Human, and Beyond Two Souls.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, but it's not Until Dawn.
I want them to make more.
I hate those
watched-
games.
Really?
Yeah.
I would never probably play them, but like when I watched Burning Man play Detroit Become Human, like I was really invested in the story and shit.
I wasn't invested in the story, but I was watching Super Best Friends play. It was like the last Let's Play they did together before they like finished before they broke up, and it was such a funny fucking like because what they did to play it was they did it two players in a way where Pat always played as they all played as different characters, and then in the scene where Connor fights the black one, I can't remember his name, the resistance fighter one.
Yeah, yeah.
When they fight, they had to switch the controllers over, and it was fucking awesome.
We should do that for one of those games.
Well, if next year, if we're still doing this, we could do the
Until Dawn.
not Until Dawn. Well, me and
Yeah, I
Natasha
know.
were working on Until Dawn, but the new
The
one.
next one.
Yeah, if it's good, we'll see. We could do Until Dawn as well. That
Wasn't
game's-
Until Dawn bad, but everyone liked it?
Until Dawn's good. I played it several times.
I've heard no complaints.
Yeah, it's not like a game of the year, but it was a good
Yeah.
horror game with great
I
camera
could have sworn
angles.
people said like something about the story being bad, but it actually being pretty fun. I don't know.
I thought the story was interesting because
I
it
like Wendigos, so
yeah, it's about Wendigos, but the thing that's interesting about it is it keeps jumping. So like you're a big reveal guy, and the Wendigos is like you have you go in thinking it's a murder thing, and then you think it's about Saw, and then you find out it's about fucking Wendigos out of nowhere, and it's just like what?
yeah,
Like
and then it loops back all the way to the beginning. You're like, oh shit.
yeah, like it's actually really interesting. Like we didn't even tell you the big reveal yet, and it's still. Oh, pardon me.
Well, I've watched the whole game being played, but I don't remember anything about it.
Oh, but yeah,
Well, not the whole game. I watched
I watched PewDiePie play it.
I
played
a
it.
little bit of some episodes.
I played it by myself. I watched Super Best Friends play it, and I played it with my friend. I want to say Tyler. We played it all in one night and talked about RoboCop.
You watched a little bit of Let's Play, right? Like you know who they are?
You've heard of a Let's Play, right?
Like Achievement Hunter?
A
You.
little bit.
Achievement Hunter's a fucking child rapist, dude.
You want Funhouse?
Yeah, I know Funhouse.
You know Adam Kovic and Ryan Haywood?
Of course, yeah.
I don't know any of these
Did
people.
you hear about their big scandal recently?
They're child rapists. I just said it. Well, not child rapists, but they did same thing as the
Yeah.
Smash Bros community.
They fuck kids.
Kind of. They
Well,
told
Ryan
like kids,
got caught Snapchatting
little girls.
like 2 or 3 fans that were underage and sending them like disgusting messages.
Yeah.
And then Adam Kovic got caught sending nude photos of him and his wife without his wife's consent to fans.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
That's
Why
why
do
you got.
people do this?
That's why you guys gotta follow good YouTubers
don't
like
know.
me. None of my YouTubers have weird scandals.
I don't know who Ryan
Except for
is,
Zero.
but I know Adam.
But to be fair, Dylan showed me Zero. I didn't show Zero to myself. So.
God, like an entire brand flushed down the fucking toilet.
Well, no, Adam Kovac wasn't part of Funhouse anymore.
Still, they
Right.
have to completely cut off.
Imagine
like
that'd be
when
like
the thing with Pro Jared happened. Fucking Game Grumps had to delete every single video that they ever had Jared in, and then so did fucking Normal Boots. It
Yeah.
was just a whole big fucking thing.
like all the Final
Which-
Fantasy fact videos they
Pro
have.
Jared's doesn't make sense because
Well, no,
Didn't-
Pro
didn't-
Jared's isn't about the wife. It was never about his wife.
no,
Oh, no.
It's about he also had a sex scandal, but all evidence of that have been
Yeah.
misproven.
He kept his receipts. He fucking figured it out.
Yeah, he
Oh.
Did they put his videos back?
yeah, he's fine. He's
Okay.
he's actually doing well now. He's gotten sponsors and stuff again. He had a video, like, even PewDiePie was like, yeah, no, he didn't. As far as everything goes, he didn't do anything wrong. And like, he's like, did he cheat on his wife? Maybe. But he's like, Arnold Schwarzenegger cheats on his wife. People aren't fucking canceling him.
Yeah.
Like, people cheat on their wives. Is it cool? No, but it happens.
But also there was a whole thing where like she was cheating on him first, so
Well, it wasn't cheating. It was an open relationship.
Right.
But he just wasn't being honest about it, which it's to people like us who are, what's the word?
monogamous.
Yeah, monogamous. It
Yeah.
seems weird, but when a big thing about open relationships is the trust, and when you take away the trust, that's when shit gets all backwards.
I guess.
And it's yes, as a monogamous relationship,
Also
it seems,
fucking Ross's wife, which they had broken up, but
I don't even like Ross's wife. I'm not saying Heidi's super hot, but she's better looking than fucking Ross. I don't like Captain Holly. I never liked her even before all this,
I like
or Commander Holly.
Yeah.
I don't think she's funny. I don't think.
I don't think she's funny, but
Or
she was nice.
I don't know. I've never, like, obviously I don't know the woman.
Right.
I just, every interaction I've seen her on Game Grumps
Oh, that's
or
the
any of the
worst.
stuff, it's just, I'm always like, get this bitch out of
It's
here.
super cringy just because her and Ross argue about so much weird shit.
Pro Jared blocked Super Mega.
Really?
Yeah, because
Why?
they're doing a stream for, like, Black Lives Matter, and they were, like, checking out to see if people were, like, they wanted to get on that ban list, like, the enemies of the United States.
Right, yeah.
And so they were looking to see who was on it, and they're like, "Is Pro Jared on it?" No, I don't see him. Let's go check it out. And they went to go check out something on something. And they were blocked by him on Twitter. That's what it was.
Right.
And they're like, oh, "Pro Jared blocked us." I don't know why. Is it because whenever we talk about cheating on our wives, we say we really Pro Jared it or something?
Oh god.
Those two boys, I hope, are never bad. Cause
Seriously.
yeah, like it would be so bad if they were, because then it's like, oh, were they never joking about stuff? But they're like, I feel they're too much like me and Dylan that it would hurt me inside if they ever did.
Yeah.
I just don't get it.
Yeah.
Which part? Cheating on your wife?
Yeah.
Well, it's because I don't get it, but I can understand it. Like, I don't think it's cool, but a lot of the time people are just.
Well,
No.
okay, there's two different kinds of cheating. There's heat of passion cheating, which I can kind of get. People do make mistakes, and if you're drunk or whatever, it's not good, and your relationship is over, you'll never have that trust again.
Mm-hmm.
But I can understand that.
I'm
The second kind is premeditated cheating,
Yeah.
where, like, you tell your wife you're going on a business trip, or your husband, or whatever,
Yeah.
and then you set aside time to bone someone else.
yeah.
That's fucked. And
Well-
completely not, like...
It's like, well, I was actually against the other way that you said. I have no problem with the premeditated cheating.
You know what you're doing.
Yeah, like, I just don't understand how you can have sex without making a plan. Like, you don't have condoms? What? What if you get baby?
Well, for Ryan, it seemed like a big fucking power thing, which I feel like is a big.
Yes,
thing
that's a
for
big thing.
lot
Oh,
of-
absolutely. A
Creators.
lot of... I was talking to Natasha about this. Like, a lot of pop punk people and, like, are getting outed as, like, sexual assaulting people. And Tyler Carter was one of the big ones.
Well, his name's Tyler Carter. What do you expect?
Two first
But
names.
he is gorgeous and was extremely popular. And he outed himself. And he's like, yeah, it absolutely went to my fucking head. I mean, I got underage girls fucking all around me at all goddamn times. Everyone wants to jump my fucking bones. How am I going to say no to that?
Zero also outed himself, and it
Yeah.
was like a long time ago.
Yeah.
And his wasn't as bad as the other Smash people, where they're literally just harassing people at tournaments and
Well,
shit.
yeah, and they
Zero's was
would-
like an online thing.
They
and-
would groom them too, like
Yeah.
bring them to parties and shit, and be like, "Hey, I'm pretty good at Smash."
Where Zero's was just, he was messaging a girl online. He's like, "Hey, how about you take a picture of you rubbing yourself with ice?" Which weird, true, but like, it's not as bad as everyone else's. But I get why he did it. And
Was she underage?
she was like 17, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, it was
still
still a big deal.
Right.
But I'm saying his is at least he outed himself. It wasn't grooming. It wasn't real life.
Right.
Like, well, it was real life, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Like,
In person.
yeah. People think that she was threatening him with it though, and that's why he outed himself because he's like, "I'm just
Oh,
kidding."
absolutely.
Yeah.
As soon as a few of them, I mean, if it wasn't consensual, like, then there's no better time
Yeah.
to do it than when other people are getting outed.
I just don't think I could do it out of pure fear of being caught.
Right.
Like, not that I'd want to,
Mhm.
ever, but even if I had those urges, I would be so fucking terrified.
Absolutely.
And there's no way you're not going to get caught eventually.
yeah.
You're going to fuck up
You know,
somehow,
like,
and someone's going to
You
be
piss
like,
somebody off,
Yeah.
they just completely pull out all the receipts, bam. Your entire brand, your reputation, and your career is fucked.
Bill Clinton was okay.
He cheated on his wife.
yeah, he didn't fuck underage fans.
Oh, right. I thought we were on cheating again. But
No.
He just had fucking Monica Lewinsky fucking blow him.
I'm sure he did more than that, but
Well, sure.
I did not have sexual
Her fucking
relations
Twitter.
with that woman.
Her Twitter is
It's-
funny, though.
Cheating on your wife, fucked up. Yeah, and you shouldn't do it. But I don't think that should be. I don't think you should be canceled because you cheat on your wife. That's that's a
don't
personal
ruin-
fucking
It's
thing.
personal, absolutely.
What was I gonna say?
Maybe, like, tell other people so they don't have a relationship with them, but, I don't know.
Yeah, and if you want to
Even
cancel
so,
somebody
that's
for that,
defamation of person. You know what? Why is canceling not defamation of person?
it is in a way, but you can't. It's a community doing it, so there's not much you can do
You
about it.
can't do anything.
No, what would you do? You're gonna sue 5,000 people?
Yeah.
More?
Fuck it. I'd be so rich.
You can't.
Yeah, I know.
It's too big scale. It's like stopping a revolution.
Right. And the revolution will not be televised, brother.
And it has begun.
Anyways, you know what's cool, in my opinion, is stopping a girl in the heat of the moment. Because you know who does that? Fucking Batman. Catwoman's like, I'm gonna steal this diamond. And then Batman's like, no, you aren't. And then she's like, how about I give you some smoochy smoochy? And then he throws her off a roof. He's like, I'll fuck you later.
I feel like more realistically, at least for me, it would be like, hey, you want to do some fuck? And I'd be like, haha. And then I'll walk away.
And then jack off for 3 hours.
Yeah, oh, absolutely. I'd think about
Says
it.
the guy finger banged chick.
Oh, you got a point.
What?
Maybe that'll come up when I'm famous.
Lad,
She's not gonna.
it's already come up.
Yeah, you're probably right.
You know,
Also,
I
it's
don't even think she looked at my face.
Also, it's already come up, so you talked about it on the podcast.
Did I?
Yeah.
Oh.
So,
Oh,
It
yeah.
wasn't
that
rape.
sounds
so
like-
if we ever got famous, I'm sure. If we ever got famous, I'm sure people are listening to this one right now because that's how people do when you're famous.
Oh, yeah, they'll listen to this one, cancel me, and then I'll be like, we didn't watch the other one.
No, I'm saying that people tend to binge stuff. Like, I remember when I first got into game rooms, I watched every fucking thing.
Sure.
And I'm sure the same thing would happen with us if we got famous. I'm not
Right.
saying that'll happen. I'm just saying if we ever get famous, people will come back and watch all the stuff. Wait, when's the Dayton era?
Yeah, but it's not like he fucking did anything wrong.
No.
He just finger banged a girl.
Yeah.
Who asked
And
him to finger bang him.
Well, she didn't ask. She told. She grabbed my hand.
If anything, Dylan should out her.
Yeah.
I was just an innocent Dylan, and this harpy
Harpy, this succubus,
sucking me so.
this violent witch.
Yeah, there's Dayton right there, guys. That guy actually looks like Dayton. If he was an Animal Crossing villager, I think that's what he'd look like. Have you fought the fucking... I'm sure you have fought everything in
Have you fought this Animal Crossing village?
in Baja Battlefield, but did you fight the 12-tailed fucking robot mech fox?
Yeah.
He's fucking cool.
He's hard.
In what?
In Final Fantasy 14, there's a mech that's like a 12-tailed fox that shoots out fucking satellites, and you have to like dodge like all these things. It's
The
crazy.
fate's called Metal Fox Chaos.
Yeah, Well, it's Metal Gear
Did
Solid.
you plug mine in?
Yeah.
Why?
Metal Wolf.
I'm
Metal Wolf
almost out of
Chaos.
juice.
Oh,
No, it's Metal Wolf Chaos. Because it's a reference to the games of the same name.
Metal Fox Chaos.
No, it's Metal Wolf Chaos.
It's Metal Fox
Look it
Chaos.
up.
The fucking... It's a fox.
I know, but
so
it's
they call it Metal Fox Chaos
It's Metal-
as a reference to Metal Wolf Chaos.
Dan, it hurts!
They're not just gonna copy it verbatim.
Yeah, they copied it. It's Hunting for Red October.
Red Chalktober, you fucking goon. I'm gonna look it up and you're gonna feel nothing.
Yeah, it won't.
I'm wasting my
Yeah,
goddamn
no,
time.
okay,
I bet you
okay.
feel
An
pretty
idiot.
stupid right now.
I'll just feel stupid for looking it up and proving you wrong for no fucking reason.
I'll be like, oh, okay, you were right. Good job, Dylan. I already got you
I don't know
right.
why I tried.
I proved you right about something earlier today, so it works out. Oh yeah, the chapter thing.
Yeah,
and thing. See, he's just as unloving.
Do I take it bad when you guys prove me wrong? I feel like I take it pretty good.
I think you take it as well as you do. You go, oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm like, you're right. However, before that point, I will argue to the ends of the earth.
Yeah.
Unless I realize that I'm wrong.
Yuri's also pretty good. I remember when he didn't believe me that Czech can be spelled Q-U-E, and he
That's the only way I knew.
yeah, that's same. Well, I knew about C-H-E-C-K, but that seems like the idiot version.
Yeah,
that you
yeah.
spell it.
I thought that was wrong and that people just used it because they were too stupid to know.
And that's essentially it, because the only people that spell
Well-
Czech that way is from the U.S.
Yeah.
No offense to our U.S. viewers, but you guys spell Czech stupid.
In color and flavor and armor.
There's certain words, like, I agree with the U.S. pronunciation of the letter Z, because they say Z, we say Z, and they say Z.
I've always said Z, and I've always been corrected, and I'm like, I don't care.
Z
I
is,
literally
it's
do
a
not
zebra,
fucking care.
not a zebra.
Yeah, I said that as well.
I don't give a fuck. I switch between them every fucking day.
Well,
Same with GIF and GIF. I'll say both. 'Cause
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck.
I do.
Whatever happens to be
Okay,
on my
but-
brain.
Yeah, I do
For
GIF
me,
and GIF.
GIF is like ironic. Like if I'm being an asshole, I'll say GIF.
I
But normally,
at
if
least does anyone do what Cliffy does? He doesn't do it anymore, but Cliffy comes up to me one time, hands me his phone. Hey, have you seen this meme?
oh no,
Fuck.
I'm like, excuse me?
you want to show me your what?
Not gonna lie, thought it was pronounced like that. Never fucking said it to anyone though, until I learned it was actually pronounced. So
I
lucky for
thought
that.
it was mem. I've said this on a previous podcast, but yeah, I
better
thought it
than
was
meme.
mem because that just made sense to me.
No, it's
and
not, David.
the
It's not.
meme
It's not.
website that I used
No,
was
it's better
called Meme Center, but Mem Center just rolled off the tongue for me better.
If you kiss me, I'll
And
break
then I
one of your
heard
legs.
someone call it a meme. I'm like, what did you just fucking say? Like, have you seen this meme? I'm like, what the fuck is a meme? Like a funny picture.
Hey, that's
You
like
mean a mem?
Sex with adults.
Well, what was the word I said earlier?
Meme.
No,
Mimi?
epitome,
Oh.
epitome. Those two words were separate in my mind.
Visage and visage were different as well for me.
Well, I was saying it wrong. That's one of the ones I switched between. Visage and visage. I definitely switched, because I'm pretty sure in the very Let's Play, I say both.
Oh, absolutely, many times.
And I also, I switch between it as much as I switch between my saves.
Oh, you gotta cycle through your saves. Does it for like the first 5 times and then just dun 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 dun.
Well, no,
dun,
I
dun,
do.
dun, 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 dun. It's just-
To be fair, if I would have known where we saved, we could have avoided that whole part where we turned off the lights and got the key first. Because that's the whole point of cycling saves, so that shit doesn't
Yeah.
happen. Dane, what do you feel about the mechanic in horror games where there's a mechanic about light, where you have like a limited amount of light?
Are you bringing that up today because Pat said it today?
Oh, you mean like?
Yes, actually, but I
Wait.
brought...
As
Wait.
soon as you said it the first time, I'm like,
Do you mean where you flick on a light but it only lights up like 3 centimeters?
No, where you like, well, that and like you have like a lantern, but it runs out, and you have like...
Oh, so I've never played a fucking horror game in my life other than Phasmophobia, so I have no input.
You should stream Amnesia for your
Nah.
comeback stream.
I don't.
God,
I
that's
don't
the
think I
worst.
could do a
There's a
horror
new
game
Amnesia.
alone.
yeah, no.
Yeah, Darkest or no.
Oh, well, you should go to Dylan's then on October 31st and play the other episode of Visage that we didn't do. It's shorter.
Oh, we're cool. We might go to a party.
Oh, and you
If
didn't
we're-
invite your
Yeah.
best friend Jessaru.
If I get off early.
If there's room.
Well, I booked it off because I had plans, and then I'm pretty sure they fell through.
With who?
Emily and Colton.
Well, I think we're for sure going to a party. It just might be at Megan's house or at her
I
neighbor's house.
guess. I don't want to just go me, you, Megan, and Tanner, though.
Yeah, bring Jesse.
I guess we could.
I don't have to fucking drink. We can just hang out.
I'm pretty sure Megan and Tanner hate me anyways.
And play... No, they don't.
They won't admit it, but they do.
They don't even fucking know you. They met you once.
Megan's met me way more than once. Tanner's only met me a few times, but I met Megan several times.
When?
She's been to several parties I've been to. Dane's party, the Halloween party. Well, that's where I first
It was
met Tanner.
only the Halloween party.
No, she's in our
My
backyard
party.
all the fucking time.
Oh, I guess.
Yeah, I met her quite a few times. I would say at least 20 plus, and I'm friends with her on Facebook.
Hi.
I don't know. She added me as a friend on Facebook. What the fuck am I supposed to do about it?
Really?
Yeah.
Weird.
So now, who's not friends with Megan?
My auntie was gonna have a Halloween party. She has one every year, and she invites a bunch of...
Oh, Tommy's.
Yeah.
Oh, and I can talk to Tommy about.
She's not having one. She just canceled it
I
today.
mean, I could, but like, nobody really seemed interested.
Well, it's just because everybody doesn't want to. Well, I don't have a lot of money. I
It's
can't
just
afford a
they don't want
costume.
A party.
Oh, yeah, costume.
Well, you can just put toilet paper around and be like, well, I'll put toilet paper around and be like, we're mummies.
What are the three mummies, you know? From that movie?
The three mummeteers.
The three mummies?
Oh, and Megan was at that party. That's the first time I ever. No, wait. No, she wasn't at that party. I mixed up Megan with Kirsten. I was going to say she was at that party where I broke the fuck down.
Oh, at Janine's?
No, I didn't break down at Janine's.
Oh,
It
at
was-
Kirsten's house.
Yeah. I thought Kirsten was Megan
Right.
for some reason.
Yeah.
You broke down?
Yeah, I fucking,
Yeah.
broke down. Like, you would have been like, ugh.
Well, because didn't we go to Janine's first?
We went to
and then
Janine's.
went-
No. So that was the party the next day.
Oh,
Janine's
right,
party
right,
was
right,
fine.
right.
It was the party after.
Yeah. Well, no, Janine's party wasn't fine.
What? Well, there wasn't. I didn't break down, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's just when she was being really abusive and stuff.
And then Janine freaked out at her for laughing at homeless people.
Well, she freaked out at everybody, but
Yeah.
that's par for the
None
road
of
with
us
Janine.
take her seriously, and she was like, "Ah."
She was probably also mad that she was being mean to me anyways, because Janine likes me, so not likes me. Well, maybe likes me. I don't know. She's Janine.
She likes
Yeah.
everybody. I just wish I could have brought Dayton to one of those parties.
Yeah, I miss cause I actually like those parties.
Yeah.
They're fun.
God.
I like Zane.
I love Zane.
Like he's a little bit scummy, but or at least he's never scummy to
girls.
me. Yeah,
Yeah.
he's kind of, I don't know, sexist is the right word. Sexual, over sexual.
I'm sad that I never had a big friend group that like partied every weekend when I graduated and shit.
To be fair, I never did either.
Me neither.
But like Kobe, he went to fucking party after party every fucking weekend for the first year of his
We-
Yeah.
adult life.
To be fair, I partied a lot, but it wasn't really parties, because parties I considered to have quite a few people.
Yeah.
And it was mostly me, Isaac, and Zach getting drunk in the basement playing Harvest Moon.
Yeah. That's pretty much exactly what it is for me.
But we did have, the biggest party I ever did was at Cliffy's house.
Mm.
And we invited some people, and then they invited, that house was full. Like, there was people outside. The police came, 3 times.
Wow.
Insane.
It's a small fucking house.
Yes. It was a huge party. Cliffy's had some big parties, though. But that was, the biggest party. But it's never, it's people invite people kind of parties.
Cliffy always, because we open together.
Yeah.
Are we gonna move in together?
Maybe one
I don't
day.
know.
Maybe one
Are you
day.
moving
Oh
in
yeah,
next
so I had
house?
a anxiety attack at work on Saturday.
Why? Oh, because you were there so late?
Well, no, it was so I got diagnosed with ADHD,
Mhm.
got meds.
Mhm.
One of the side effects is anxiety.
Uh-huh.
And it
The
was
meds.
yeah.
Yeah.
And it was so fucking busy on Saturday that I literally could not do any prep whatsoever. It was just constant orders from open till I went home at 7. And I just had an anxiety attack and it was awful and I thought I was gonna fucking die and I was like catatonic and then Natasha was like, "Dylan, go outside now." I'm like, okay. And I'm shaking. It was awful.
I had a few at Domino's.
I've never had an
But
anxiety
never during the busy nights. When it
Mhm.
got busy, I felt like I knew what to do and I could do it. And I got I got a little angry. Whenever the anxiety attacks came when there were too many fucking people not doing anything and just I don't know, a lot of people just not
Makes you anxious. That makes sense.
I can do a party or something, but for some reason when I was at work at Domino's and there were all the drivers were back and that's why I always sent fucking everyone home when it got slow.
Mm.
But like, there were a couple times where I had to go in the cooler and just like do this for like 5 minutes or the bathroom, just because I couldn't not handle that much fucking noise.
Mm-hmm.
Well, and like, yeah, I've never had an anxiety attack, but there's always, I feel like a good way to overthrow anxiety, like how you said I can just get mad. I think emotions can help you push through anxiety, if that makes sense. Like,
Well, I never get like,
no, not mad, but like you said, you get like angry when it gets busy a little bit, right? I feel like,
but I don't get anxiety from it being busy or having to like, I like when it got busy at Domino's, I never got anxiety about it. I just, cause like it's gonna go away and I'm gonna do it. Yeah, it fucking sucks that I have to do it. But,
yeah,
like that never gave me anxiety.
For me, it was mostly just I felt so fucking hopeless.
Mm-hmm.
Like, because I knew what I had to do. Like, there's a list of, opening tasks that I need to do before I can leave. Mixed with it being so incredibly busy that just it being busy stresses me out because I don't want it to be busy because I'm lazy.
Mm-hmm.
But it being so busy that I can't do the one thing that I'm supposed to do, and then I just, my heart rate was up. I'm like shaking, and I'm like, my mind is going in overdrive. And the night before, Natasha and Dustin told me that they were moving out when Dave is moving out.
yeah.
So I was like, it's my fault. 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 They hate me. Because like in my mind, I'm like, Dave's already leaving. That was the biggest problem. Now that they're leaving, even though Dave is already leaving, it's because of me. And then I just kept thinking that over and over. Even the past 2 days in the morning, like I just kept thinking about it. Not panic attack, but just I don't know if it's like a side effect of the drugs.
Could be. Could be.
Just like thinking of all the shit I do wrong and like what can I do to get them to stay, and
This probably won't help.
I
but
imagine it is just them being like,
it's 100%
At that point
Natasha
in
has
the
always
relationship.
not wanted to have a bunch of people living there. Dustin's the person that likes that, not Natasha, and that's what it is.
Fair.
And Dave wants to move out because
he wants to live with his girlfriend.
Yeah, it has nothing to do with you.
I'm
at
not
all.
worried about Dave at all.
Yeah.
It's just them because I love living with Natasha and Dustin, and it makes me sad.
Yeah. Well, it sucks moving in general.
Yeah.
That's why, I was like, I'd just rather stay here longer if I could. I'd rather live by myself. I like living by myself, but I can't afford that right
I can't
now.
handle it.
Yeah,
I don't think I
live by
could
myself.
ever live by myself.
I lived by myself for a bit, but then it was just too expensive, so I had to bring people in, and it always sucked. I miss living alone. It was like my favorite thing.
Even if it was, I don't even think I could handle it just being me and like my girlfriend or wife or whatever. I need
That's
more
why you fuck
people.
a baby into her, and then you got a baby, and you're like, soon.
But
you
at
will.
the same time, I don't think I could ever handle I'm like a cat. I want people around me,
But do not touch me.
but don't
Yeah.
touch me. Don't talk to me unless I want to talk to you.
Well, that's what I was saying to
I'm the
Natasha
same
too,
way.
where she's like,
It just
she's like, I think it'd be fun to live with you. We'd always talk and stuff. I'm like, no, that's not how I am when I live with you.
Yeah.
I come out of my room, I might say something funny about YouTube, and then I go back in my room, and you won't see me for
right,
days.
exactly. That's exactly how it goes. And like when they come home, I hear them come home, and there's like a feeling of peace. Like, okay, everybody in the house is home. They're where they're supposed to be. I have the option to go out and talk to them.
yeah, even though
But
I
I don't have to.
barely ever hung out with Colby while living with him, just the fact that we could hang out whenever the fuck we wanted
Right.
was like, all right.
Yeah.
See, I'm not like that. I do like that. I know the feeling you're talking about when people are home. It feels nice, but I also get it when I'm alone. I get it both ways. I'm weird because I like to think of myself as an introvert sometimes, but I also have, because a big quality about extroverts is you get energy from talking to people and
Right.
stuff, and I super get that. Like when I'm at parties, I'm much more, depending. I'm less of an extrovert at outside things because I get cold, and when I'm cold, I shut the fuck up. I hate everyone when I'm cold. I'm just a weird person. I have weird things change me and my moods, and
I definitely get energy from being around people I'm very comfortable with,
Yeah.
but I also drain a lot of energy by being around people I'm not comfortable with.
Yeah.
Like starting a new job is fucking terrifying.
oh no, I'm
God,
like that
it's
too.
the
I get
worst.
I have social anxiety still, but I love like.
I've definitely gotten a lot better.
I love doing back and forwards, especially with girls. I don't know. I like it doesn't actually need to have any sort of I don't need to do it for dating or anything. I just love the little fake flirting and stuff, and coming
Sure.
back and forward, and that guys are more business, and I don't like talking to guys as much usually. Like, it's always like, talk about this. Yeah, I like that game. This, that. But girls, you can just talk about almost anything, and it's just a lot funner and bouncy. Obviously, there's differences. Like, we're having this kind of conversation. None of us are girls, but we're more.
That's because you can drive a conversation with anyone, I feel like.
True.
To a degree. There are definitely
obviously.
people. And there's times where I just don't want to drive conversations. Like, there's people I don't like, and I won't drive conversations with them.
If I'm in a room with someone, like me and Dylan, we lived together for so long, and I feel like we barely talk to each other. Like, we'd say, oh, you want to watch Supernatural? Yeah. Or, you want to get drunk tonight?
It was fine. Like,
No.
I loved it.
I didn't have I love it too, but I'm not the type of person who can drive a conversation, and I feel like you neither are either. So when we hang out,
we didn't really need to.
No, of course not. We like
with our computers right, whatever. It was like,
well,
I'm just so bad at conversating. Like, I feel like half the time when people talk to me, I feel like I'm being rude because I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, oh, sweet. Like, I don't have anything to add to conversations usually.
Yeah, I think it's pretty easy to tell when I don't like talking to people, and it's usually when they're either lying, because I'll just be like, and then I'll just stop the conversation, or if they're just, like, if it's racist or hateful, I just won't have any part with it, unless I'm drunk and then I get mean.
Yeah.
But that's a different
I still find it really hard to converse with anybody at Fairway. Like, I mean, Dave and Natasha, whatever, but literally anybody else, I kind of just respond to what they talk at me. Mm-hmm. But like at Third Ave, fucking me and Sam would talk about so much fucking goon shit and like make the dumbest fucking jokes, and like, God, it was so much fun.
I have to find the common ground, because then I can always revert back to like me and Yusuf can talk about horror movies, or like things we like about horror, stuff like that. There's other things it clicks when it clicks.
I can't talk to Yusuf about shit. Same with Kat.
Oh, I talked about Kat about a bunch of stuff, but again, I bounce off girls easier than I bounce off guys.
Tyler is not much of a talker, but he does go out of his way to kind of include me. Tyler
has to be in a conversational mood to talk to him.
Although I feel like we had a lot of those types of conversations at work.
Oh,
just
sure.
Random.
Yeah.
Like, we talked a lot at work.
Yeah, well, work's different, though.
Yeah.
Work, you're trying to pass the time while looking busy and stuff, and it's different.
I also feel more comfortable bringing up random fucking shit at work, because, like, it's... I don't know why, but, like, when I go to hang out with someone, I don't, like...
You don't think of those things.
Yeah, but when I'm at work, I'm not there to be with them. I'm just there. We're both there to make money. Mm-hmm. So anything that comes up is just like, oh, this is cool. But I also don't feel the pressure of having to talk to someone, so it's easier to talk to someone.
Yeah. It's not like the pressure of a fucking date.
Oh, fuck.
God damn.
See,
that's the absolute
the pressure of a date, I'm fine once I'm on the date. It's leading up to the date where I get stressed. But once I'm on the date, I'm fine. It's the same thing with parties. I get like this... I've never been a fighter, but it's still... I feel like this is the best way to describe it. It's like before a boxing match, like in Rocky and stuff, when they're like splash their face and they get all that thing, and then you get into the fight kind of idea.
I guess.
It's just anxiety or nervousness.
Yeah. Still, you know what I mean, though. That's what it feels like to me. Although I haven't been on a date in a moose age, but still.
But like this girl that I'm talking to right now, we can, pretty much talk about anything freely, and it's fine. But I feel like as soon as we meet in person, if we even ever meet in person, I'm just gonna my brain's gonna shut the fuck down.
See, this
and I'm like, so you like jazz?
My thing, and this would never work for you. Jazz? I feel, because I feel like you would get. But I always tell them to watch the YouTube channel and watch a highlight video or something, because then they kind of get my kind of personality, the way I talk to people and stuff.
I could never fucking do that.
Yeah, no. But
hey, you wanna go on a date with me? Just watch my fucking Twitch vlogs first.
No, I don't say watch them. I go, hey, watch this, I don't bring it up just like that's how I start a conversation. Obviously, right. We'll talk for a bit, and I always tell them that they're like, oh, what do you do? I'm like, I do this, but I also do like YouTube and stuff. And it's like, oh, and I'm like, yeah, if you want to kind of get what I'm like, listen to this. And that probably doesn't work as well for you, because I feel like you're not as.
No,
I'm definitely more like me.
Yeah.
When I'm like that. If that makes sense.
I would say that the channel is a good representation of you. Mm-hmm. Whereas, well, honestly, even the channel is probably a good representation.
More
of me.
podcasts than probably Let's Plays, obviously, but Let's
Well-
Plays are a harder way too. You get the...
Because I'm quiet. I am
Yeah.
a quiet person.
Yes.
And so when I'm quiet, like, sure, I'll say dumb jokes or just run with whatever you're going with. But, I've,
Like Dan says, I'm the driver, and you're the passenger that chooses the music to listen
yeah.
to.
I think I'd be fine
I didn't say that, Jesse.
on a date if I could get past the awkward beginning phase, which I feel like every date has.
My problem is the after date moments, like in between, I fuck it up. So like, I don't know. I feel like I've gone over it now, but it's been so many years that I mostly think I'm over it because I don't care anymore. I'm just like, fuck it.
What do you mean by...
So like, I get clingy, or used to get clingy, where I'll try to either rush into becoming a relationship so that I don't get weird, or I'll start getting weird about, like, if they start talking about a guy or something, and I'll be like, oh, fuck, is she dating him now? Or, like, that's what I mean by that, where I'm not sure what's happening, and I'm not sure if I'm fucking things up.
My biggest problem is...
My biggest problem is myself.
even if I got a date with a girl, and we went on it, and everything was great, I would not know where to go from there.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know how to initialize, like, hey, do you want to be, like, a thing? Like, I don't know how to initialize...
Well, I feel like it takes a few days.
Yeah, some liquor.
I don't know how to tell when she wants to fucking... fuck?
Oh, that's...
Oh, absolutely not. I have no fucking idea.
Oh, that part's the easiest, because that just comes. Literally. No, but, like, that's the one, like, I've had sex almost in every date I've ever been on. Like, almost first date. Not sex, but, like, could have had sex, but I just end up... I never have sex on a first date, because I don't want them to be disappointed, and especially if I haven't had sex for, like, 7 years talk yet.
Yeah.
So I'm like, well, just because I'm great at foreplay, I can't fuck that up. But you can definitely screw up sex if you come in 2 seconds.
True.
So
That's why you always jack off before the date.
Well, no, but that doesn't. Yeah, no, I'd rather not do that. I'd rather just have the conversation with them, but I don't want to start out of a conversation like that. It's better to be like, hey, let's work on each other's personalities and stuff, or something. I don't know, or get drunk. I can last forever if I'm drunk. Those are the Jessaru secrets, kids. Get drunk. I also have a strange amount of women meet me at night, considering, like, I'm like, I would never do this if I was a girl. Meet some strange guy online at fucking 1 a.m.
Yeah.
Go to their house. Well, we usually go to a bar and then go to my house. But, like, if I was a serial killer.
Easy pickings.
Yeah, but to be fair, you can murder someone just as easily in daylight. It doesn't fucking matter. We shouldn't...
I feel like, if anything, as a rapist, serial killer, murderer, you'd want to do it randomly and not...
Sorry, what's the difference between serial killer and murderer?
A murderer murders someone. A serial killer murders a lot of people and does it premeditated and shit.
Yeah,
Like,
in the same way.
you know,
I just thought
pattern?
serial killer was just you kill lots of people. You kill more than two.
No, that's a mass murderer.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Serial
Sorry.
killer has, like, a pattern and
has a
shit.
motive. In
Oh, I thought serial killer was just literally Captain Hook or Captain Crunch and Count Dracula or Count
Yeah, shut the fuck
Chocula, and then
Just-
also
just
people that kill lots.
Stop talking.
But, like, I feel like they always catch them because they text girls on, like, dating sites and shit.
Well, it's so much harder to be a rapist.
I haven't
slash
heard
serial
of any modern serial killers.
Well, it's
No,
because they
true.
get caught before they get a chance
Right.
nowadays. The technology's too good to be a really good serial killer.
Yeah.
But, like,
You have to be extra intelligent nowadays.
And who can afford that in this economy?
I don't know.
Anyways, we have news at the end of the Spook Fest. It's a I don't think we've talked about it. It might be kind of obvious at this point, but Dayton is going to at least attempt to try and join the channel. I also, if I get my PayPal money, will be working on getting a new little Dayton guy made as well. I'm thinking a little bit of a ninja.
He doesn't even fucking play Final Fantasy.
No, but he would make a ninja. I fail, and then
But I have a Final Fantasy character.
he's a ninja.
It's a fucking girl healer.
No, he's a ninja.
No,
he got
I
to
switched characters.
he played for like 2 weeks straight.
No, I didn't switch characters. I switched class on my character. She's
Yeah.
still cute as hell.
Yeah, she's a ninja. Anywho, but I was thinking you'd be like a ninja, but instead of daggers, you holding your vapes like daggers.
Please God, no.
That would be
I don't want to
super
be known
cringe.
as the guy who fucking vapes.
Are you gonna give him cat ears?
Oh yes.
Fuck
No,
yeah.
fox ears and little tails.
Yeah.
I do want those though.
12 white tails.
Okay, racist. I was fine with it until you made them white, you little racist
Well,
bitch.
did you see my fucking
The yellow?
What?
Or are they white tips? Your guy's white. They're yellow.
Oh, on here, but.
Oh, he's got a lot of porn on you, Dylan. There's one that says your name and has a picture of a penis. Ew, what the fuck?
You're Among Us guy, yeah.
Yeah.
You want him to look like that?
No, but I don't know.
I can make him cuter than that.
She gave you the wrong mask.
Yeah, no. So I bought the masks and switched because I was like, that looks actually super fucking cool.
But you don't play Among Us anymore.
All right,
Yeah.
I do have to.
Yeah, we should probably.
No,
This
you
is
don't.
this is a pretty long podcast. I feel like.
It's the longest we've done in a while.
Yeah, we're almost at an hour and a half. I think the longest we ever did was like 2 hours almost.
I don't know.
But that was an extra long one. Anyways, thanks for everything, everybody. Hope you guys had a fun Spook Fest and happy Halloween.
Thanks for coming out to our masturbation anxiety podcast.
Well, the theme for all of them have been like real. There's like real ghost stories, real something stories, real moss stories. So this one is going to be called Real Jerk Off Stories. Anyways, thanks for watching. Bye. I'm gonna go play fucking Genshin, idiots.
Oh, wanna play with me?
I'm gonna fucking beat off and go to
Actually-
bed.
What level is 35?
Oh yeah, you have to be fucking rank 26 to do the Mona thing.
No, that's just to see it. You have to be ranked 38 to do it.
Really?
Yeah.
What the fuck?